It's week 3. Time to pick every game against the spread. Let's get it started. Side note, today is my birthday. Thank you. I appreciate all the birthday wishes. But I'm really hoping I knock it out of the park this week. I've had a pretty good start. 19-14. I'm in the 93.5 percentile on ESPN. That means less than 7% of people doing this are better than me on ESPN. Pretty solid. I got 8 picks the first week, 10 picks the second week. Let's see if we can do even better. I've already gotten one down for this week. San Francisco destroyed the Giants. Moving on. Titans at Browns. Browns are 3.5-point favorites. Give me the Titans in this one. 3.5 points, too many points. I almost took them last week, and I'm not making that mistake this week. Give me the Titans. And that Titans run defense is fierce. That'll happen when you practice against Derrick Henry. Falcons at Lions. Lions are 3.5-point favorites. Give me the Falcons. I just think 3.5 is too much. The Falcons control the clock with their run game. Amon-Ra St. Brown is probably going to play, but he's banged up. Battle of the first round running backs. Bijan Robinson versus Jahmyr Gibbs. But I don't think Gibbs is going to be leading his backfield the way that Bijan Robinson is. I do think Gibbs gets more work, but with David Montgomery out, I think that Craig Reynolds is going to see a little bit of work. It's not all going to Jahmyr Gibbs. Give me the healthier team and the points. I don't think they win, but I think they cover. Saints at Packers. Packers are 2.5-point favorites. Give me the Saints in this one. I think that their defense is good, and I think their offense is solid. It's still up in the air whether or not Aaron Jones comes back. The Saints don't have Jamal Williams, so they're probably going to be running out the rookie Kendre Miller. That should be interesting, but I like the Saints defense, and I think their offense is competent enough to keep it really close. It's less than a field goal. It's a coin flip. Give me the Saints. Broncos at Dolphins. Dolphins are 6.5-point favorites. I'm not going to lie. This one I went back and forth on. It's projected to be storming in this game. Bad weather helps the offense because they know where they're running. Defenders have to react to what the receivers are doing. I think Tyreek Hill can get a couple breakaway touchdowns on this one. Breaking news! Jalen Waddle's out. Per Adam Schefter, Dolphins now have ruled out wide receiver Jalen Waddle. That is big news for this game. This one's been really tough for me to pick. I've been going back and forth, and the Dolphins are a better team, but with Jalen Waddle out, I'm concerned about the Dolphins pulling away. I'm gonna take the Broncos, but I'm not excited about it. Chargers at Vikings. This one was a coin flip. I started leaning towards the Chargers, but then I thought about the Vikings being at home. They're both 0-2. They both have some consequences. It wouldn't surprise me if the Chargers won. It wouldn't surprise me if the Vikings won. I think this is a really, really close matchup. I hope that the Chargers win, but I think that the Vikings will. The tiebreaker was home field advantage, but if the Chargers lose, they might have to fire their coach at some point, so that might be some extra motivation. Patriots at Jets. Patriots are 2.5-point favorites. Give me the Patriots in this one. I know that the Patriots haven't looked great, but neither have the Jets. The Patriots also haven't lost to the Jets in the last 14 matchups. And yes, I know that doesn't necessarily mean that the Patriots are going to win. But do we really want to bet on Zach Wilson to win or lose by less than a field goal? If this was like an 8-point spread, this is a different conversation. We're talking about a field goal here. Bill Belichick will out-scheme the Jets in this matchup. Expect a low-scoring affair. Bills at Commanders. Bills are 6.5-point favorites. Give me the Commanders in this one. I'm not confident about this, but I think the weather is going to come into play in this game. Pretty much a 50% chance of rain. If this game gets sloppy, I think that running the ball is going to become even more important, and Brian Robinson has been doing a pretty good job. I don't think the Washington's going to be leading this game, but they might be able to fight back how they did against the Broncos. Fingers crossed. Texans at Jaguars. Jaguars are 9.5-point favorites. 9.5 points is too many points. The Jaguars have not looked great so far this year, and though I think they beat the Texans, I don't think they beat them by 10. With garbage time, even if the Jaguars are up by 17 at half, they're going to take their foot off the pedal, and the Texans are just going to chip away at that lead. And because they'll never be close enough to win it, they'll lose by 6 or 7. Give me the Texans in this one. I also kind of like their comeback offense. CJ Stroud can sling it. Colts at Ravens. Ravens are 7.5-point favorites. Give me the Ravens in this one. I know that the Ravens are 2-0, but I think that this is going to be a nice get-right game. Gardner Minshew is a solid backup. I do think that he's going to play fairly well, but the Ravens defense is solid, and the Colts have one of the worst defenses in the league. I think Lamar Jackson eats. Ravens by 7.5. Wouldn't surprise me if Minshew made it interesting, though. Panthers at Seahawks. Seahawks are 6.5-point favorites. I'm gonna take the Panthers in this one, but the reason might surprise you. Bryce Young is out in this game, and that makes me less confident that the Seattle Seahawks will cover. Andy Dalton is a competent quarterback. No shade on Bryce Young, but he is clearly a rookie, and he plays like a rookie. There's a world where Andy Dalton comes out and just slings it. Now, I'm not saying he wins the game, but I definitely think he can keep it interesting. And 6.5 points is a decent amount of points. Panthers keep it closer than people think. Bears at Chiefs. Chiefs are 13.5-point favorites. Ugh, this is going to be tough, but give me the Chiefs in this one. I'm not super confident about this, mainly because 14 points is a lot of points. But the Bears lost by 18 against Green Bay, and then lost by 10 against the Bucks. The Chiefs just beat the Jaguars by 8, and I think the Bears give a turnover or 2. Give me the Chiefs in a blowout. Plus, Justin Fields talking about he's not going to think, he's just going to react. I think that's going to lead to some messy plays. Yes, I think that his fantasy value is going to be fine, but from a quarterback standpoint, it doesn't matter what they were saying in your ears. He was missing plays. Wide open players, missing them. The Bears are in turmoil right now. Give me the team that's not a complete and utter mess. Taking another huge spread here. Cowboys versus the Cardinals. Cowboys are 12.5-point favorites, and they lost Trayvon Diggs, but I'm going with the Cowboys. This has been an elite defense. I know that Trayvon Diggs was a big part of that, but I'm not fooled with the New York Giants looking like trash against the Cardinals. The Giants are not as good as people think they are. Brava, you came back against a team that's tanking. Dallas, show the Cardinals what's up. If they score more than 10 points, I'm going to be disappointed in you, Dallas. All that Super Bowl talk, y'all better shut them down. They are not in the same class as you. Show them what's up. Sunday night game. We got the Steelers at the Raiders. Raiders are 1.5-point favorites. This is pretty close to a pick'em. That Steelers defense is looking good. The Raiders are looking pretty solid as well. In this situation, I want to kind of bring it down to the coaches. And I think the Steelers head coach is incredible. And that defense is fierce. Give me the Steelers to take down the Raiders. Not super confident about this one, but I think the Steelers can get it done. That defense looks really good. This next one is one that I hope that I get wrong. I know that that goes against everything that I'm doing right now, but I don't care. I'm a Bucs fan. Eagles at Buccaneers. Eagles are 5.5-point favorites. Give me the Eagles begrudgingly. I don't want them to win. Obviously, I'm a Bucs fan. And being 2-0 feels real good. But I think the Eagles are going to start putting it together this week. And 5.5 points is not a lot of points. 2 field goals. I hope I'm wrong. I won't obviously want my Bucs to win this one. But with A.J. Brown throwing a hissy fit, I think that they're going to be slinging it. Bucs have some injuries that I'm concerned about on the defensive end. Defensive tackle, Vita Vea, questionable. Carlton Davis, questionable. Devin White, questionable. Those are some big name defenses we may be missing. And the Eagles, I think, take advantage of that. I know they have their injuries of their own, but I'm just a little concerned. Give me the Eagles. Man, I hope I'm wrong. Come on, Bucs, let's go. Prove me wrong. I'll be rooting for you. But this is pick'em. Gotta be objective. Rams at Bengals. Bengals are 2.5-point favorites. Give me the Rams right now. And that's mainly because I don't think that Joe Burrow's gonna play. He's questionable. The team's signing other quarterbacks. Nah, that's not a good sign. Give me the Rams in this one because Matthew Stafford can take down a backup. In the total points of this game, Rams versus Bengals, give me 45. All right, it's time for the pick'em summary. I already got the 49ers right. Moving on. Titans at Browns. Browns are 3.5-point favorites. Give me the Titans. Falcons at Lions. Lions are 3.5-point favorites. Give me the Falcons. Saints at Packers. Packers are 2.5-point favorites. Give me the Saints. Broncos at Dolphins. Dolphins are 6.5-point favorites. Give me the Broncos. Chargers at Vikings. Vikings are 0.5 favorites. Give me the Vikings. Patriots at Jets. Patriots are 2.5-point favorites. Give me the Patriots. Bills at Commanders. Bills are 6.5-point favorites. Give me the Commanders. Texans at Jaguars. Jaguars are 9.5-point favorites. Give me the Texans. Colts at Ravens. Ravens are 7.5-point favorites. Give me the Ravens. Panthers at Seahawks. Seahawks are 6.5-point favorites. Give me the Panthers. Bears at Chiefs. Chiefs are 13.5-point favorites. Give me the Chiefs. Cowboys at Cardinals. Cowboys are 12.5-point favorites. Give me the Cowboys. Steelers at Raiders. Raiders are 1.5-point favorites. Give me the Steelers. Eagles at Bucks. Eagles are 5.5-point favorites. Give me the Eagles. Rams at Bengals. Bengals are 2.5-point favorites. Give me the Rams. That's all for Pick'em. Time to start the Eliminator Challenge. And my Week 3 Eliminator will be the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't think the Jaguars will lose this game. They're 9.5-point favorites. Plus, they're at home. The Texans will make it frisky at the end, but they won't win this game. Now that you know what you're doing for Pick'em and the Eliminator Challenge, if you need help with your start-sit decisions, click here.